Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash. That honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, time of this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Now, this lesson, these people, man, these people really think that America is untouchable, man. And really, you got niggas and Esau, man. All right, they really think America is untouchable. Well, America is Mystery Babylon the Great city, the great whore, which the Lord will destroy in these last days by the way of fire in this third world war, man. All right, America is gonna be destroyed. Okay, now let me play a clip of this, man, because this man is gonna go into. Actually, let me just.
The United States is the only country that wouldn't be completely destroyed, or even most.
And see, that's the funny thing about it, because according to prophecy, America is the place that's gonna be completely destroyed. America's gonna be completely destroyed, man, in these last days, man. All right, the Lord is gonna make an example out of America, man. All right, just like you have today, how they talk of Sodom and Gomorrah. The Lord is gonna make an example out of America, man. Okay. Let me just
destroyed in a nuclear war, and that's what terrifies Russia and China. Ever since nuclear bombs were developed by the United States and then copied by the Soviet Union, there was this threat of mutually assured destruction. We can't go to war because if we go nuclear, then there's nothing left of either country. But that's not really the case anymore with America. The United States has the most advanced and comprehensive missile defense system in the world.
All right, so kind, man. So he's speaking about America's defense system. Let's get the scriptures, man, because this is in the scriptures. All right. This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shai cometh, for it is nigh at hand." All right, and we see the signs of the times. We know that the day of the Lord is at hand, man. Okay. The wars and rumors of wars, the earthquakes in diverse places, the uproars of the people in the earth, the signs in the heavens. Okay, prophecy, man. This devil getting ready to bring forward this digital, technological slave world, man. All right, the MOTB, the mark of the beast, which is the micro C-hip. All right, we see these things, man. Okay, all right, we understand that the day of the Lord is nigh. It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, and the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong, there had not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. And this people that the scriptures is speaking of are the missiles, man. All right, because the missiles are likened basically a part of the Lord's army. When you read the book of Jeremiah 50, the scriptures say the Lord Yahweh has opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation. The Lord put the spirit, all right, into man to create these weapons of mass destruction to fulfill the Lord's will, man. All right. And this great people, all right, it says there had not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many. It's speaking of these missiles. And this is why you have the saying how World War III is going to be the war to end all wars. Or if World War III was to happen, it'll send us back to the Stone Age, because it'll be so much destruction. It'll be so, All right. But it says, verse 3, a fire devoureth before them, because this is going into the missiles. This great people is speaking of the missiles, man. All right. It says, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. And right, America, all right, a Mystery Babylon the Great. This is like the Garden of Eden. This is paradise. This is Esau's capital, man. All right, in his kingdom. That when you read Isaiah 14, the scriptures call America the Golden City. When you read Revelation 17, the scriptures say how America, Babylon the Great, the whore, sitteth upon many waters. And what does the waters represent? Many peoples and kindreds and tongues and nations and multitudes, man. And while you have all these people from all over the world, from different backgrounds, they come here to become Americans, man. All right. You got all these people, Spanish, Portuguese, all these languages here in America. All right, America, with all the people, they seen America as this golden city. All right. It says the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and it says behind them, it says, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them, right? Because once these missiles touch, all right, ground, America, this place is gonna become a desolate wilderness, man. All right, this place is gonna become a desolate wilderness. Now, this man spoke about America's defense system. Well, when you keep on reading, it says the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame and fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pained, and all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Right, man. It says neither shall one thrust one another. Right, because when these missiles are being shot they not finna hit into each other. They not finna bump into each other. No, this what the scripture's going into, man. When all these missiles are shot to America, man, they not finna hit each other and thrust one another. No. All right. They gonna march all the way here to Babylon the Great. It says, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. And when it says what? And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded, man. They're going into what? The missile defense system. When they fall upon that shit, not finna work, man. Let's get this in a blue letter real quick. When they fall upon the sword, man. When they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded, man. All right. That goes into this. This is going into the missile defense system. All right, defense system, man. Because it's not all right. Ain't nothing that's gonna save. All right, America from the judgment of the Lord. All right, hide outline of biblical usage, weapon, missile, sprout, missile, weapon, man. It says, dart, plant, sword, weapon, a spear, missile of attack. All right, let me see what it says in the NLT. Let's see what it says there in the NLT. All right, let's see what it says in the NLT. Verse 8, it says, they never jostle each other. Each moves in exactly the right position. Right, when them missiles are shot, the one missile not finna hit another one, and then now it's that, they're not finna bump into each other. No, these missiles are gonna be shot to America, and they gonna march all the way here. It says each moves in exactly the right position. They break through defenses without missing a step, man. All right, they break through defenses without missing a step, and this is what's finna happen. And these people really think that America is gonna be untouched, man. Like America is just. That's why the scriptures say how they say that their houses shall continue forever, man. From generation to generation, roughly paraphrasing. But this place gonna be destroyed. This is why the scriptures speak about how they shall say peace and safety. Now let's get this in the book of Isaiah. Right, Isaiah 47. This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. And the daughter of Babylon is speaking of America. And when you get Psalms 137, verse 7 through 8, we understand that who's synonymous with the daughter of Babylon, the children of Edom. Okay, the Edomites, which is the so-called white man, which ruled as the ancient Romans, which ruled as the ancient Greeks, and today rule over this revived Roman Empire, which is America, NATO, and the EU. America being Mystery Babylon the Great, man. And them 1948ers, they're just more Edomites. Okay? But that's why the scriptures say the least of the flock shall draw them out. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right? This is why you see those 1948ers, those Edomites drawing what? America, the Edomites here, and what? Into war. You know, and eventually America, Mystery Babylon the Great, will be destroyed, man. And we also know, according to the scriptures, that what? Russia is supposed to be a defense unto the nations. And when you read that chapter going into Russia, Persia, which is Iran, you know. But Khan, man, actually, let me go back to TikTok because this is another video, man. Because it's not just Esau, it's niggas too. You know?
Why is everybody in my DM asking me if we cook? Bro, this is America. We invented drilling. We invented bending. We invented sliding, bro. Like, you don't know how this country... Nigga, we took this country. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Bro, this Viking mindset, this take niggas to war mindset, this no, me versus you mindset, like this conquer mindset. America been on that. Oh, no, we heard y'all niggas got oil over there. Y'all saying y'all don't, we about to come see for ourselves. Yeah, no, that's oral. You feel me? Oh, no, yeah, we heard y'all got resources over there. Yeah, no, we coming to get them. You feel me? Matter of fact, this is a whole little place and atmosphere of congregation and all that. No, America gonna wipe all that out. So stop asking me if like, yo, if we cooked or we not. Bro, we not even a third world country. Like, we not one of them niggas that's pop, bro. America.
All right, man. And you see, so even Jake, man, you know, but they don't understand, man. The Lord is finna put these people into straits, man. You know, everyone finna be going through it, man. This is gonna be a third, you know, this place is gonna look like a third world country, man. You know? All right, let me get some more, because he was basically going into the nature of America, man. Basically Babylon, man. How America moves in the earth. What the scriptures speak about how what? Let me get that real quick. Jeremiah chapter 50. Once again, going into the daughter of Babylon. All right, but let me get this real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. It says, let me start at verse 22. It says, the sound of a battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations, man? Remember, Joel, how the scriptures say before them is as the land, the Garden of Eden, and then after them, a desolate wilderness. When these missiles, America gonna be destroyed, man. And the scriptures say, how is the hammer of the whole, because he describing how America move in the earth. Oh, they want this, they gonna take this, they gonna do it. America has been the hammer of the whole earth. All right, the great city Babylon. But soon the scriptures say what? How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations, man? This was going to happen to America. It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, verse 25. The Lord Yahweh had brought forth his armory, and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation, the missiles, man. All right. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans, man. This what's going to happen. Okay. This place is going to be completely destroyed, man. All right. This place is going to be completely destroyed. And then it goes into the missiles. Verse 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she had done, do unto her. See, America is going to be recompensed in these last days, man. All right. All this evil that these devils are sown in the earth, you know, all the, you know, the wickedness and the poverty, the death that America has caused in the earth, man. You know, the suffering, the scriptures say, let me read it again. Call together the archers, which the archers represent these other nations, because the Lord is going to put the spirit in these nations to shoot their missiles at America, because archers handle what? The bow and arrow. Well, these nations are likened unto archers, and their arrows are what? Their missiles, man. The weapons of the Lord's indignation. It says, call together the archers against Babylon, America. Why you think the spirit right now, America is isolating itself in the earth? All the nations are looking at America sideways. It says, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about, let none thereof escape, recompense her according to her work, according to all that she had done. Do unto her, for she had been proud against the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, against the Holy One of Israel, man. This was going to take place. And once again, these archers represent these nations, because the missiles are what? Those arrows, man. Let's jump up to verse 9, and then we're going to go back to Jeremiah 49. Verse 9, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon, America, an assembly of great nations from the north country. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows, those missiles, shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain, man. This was finna take place. All right. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Okay. The missiles going to be shot and they going to accomplish the will of the Lord. All right. As we read in Joel 3, how they shall march. They not going to thrust one another. They going to march everyone they own. They going to come here, man. And then what? The defense system not finna work. All right. This what's finna happen, man. Okay, let's go back to Isaiah 47 and we're gonna close it out here. All right, Isaiah 47. Let me see. We get right, verse 8. It says, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, and this is the spirit in America. All right, consumerism, all these people are given unto pleasures, man. All right, and they dwell carelessly. All right, and you watch all these videos, they trying to give people assurance. Oh, ain't nothing finna happen in America. It's America. We got the strongest military. We got this. We got that. Nah, man. All right. It says, therefore, hear now this, that are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Man, this place is going to be destroyed, man. All right, let's drop down. It says, verse 11, therefore shall evil come upon thee, that thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. All right, this what's gonna happen, man. Okay, and then it goes into, it says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Right, Esau with his witchcraft and the left hand since America from the inception, I believe that's the right word, of Babylon the Great, man. All right. You go into the founding fathers and John, the Freemasons, and this devil been into the left hand, man. All right, this devil studied the witchcraft and of Egypt and Babylon and the Canaan, All right, even now, man, with this advanced technology and the transhumanism, half man and half machine, this devil really think he gon', but the Lord is man. We in those times. Let me drop down to verse 14, though. It says, behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. The destruction, man. Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. This is how this place is going to go out, by fiery destruction. From the arrows, from the missiles, the weapons of the Lord's indignation. And when those missiles are marching over here, the defense system not finna work. All right? It's not finna work, as we read in the book of Joel 2, man. Okay, but that's really the point. That's really the point of this lesson, man. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna close it out. Your infinite praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakach Kodash. That bonus to the elders and apostles, the great millstone taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the whole full elect.